goal of this tutorial? Is it a tutorial? It's more so a get ready with me. The goal of this is to use as many black owned brands as possible. And I think with the exception of the primer that I'm applying right now, everything is black owned. So, yay me. I need to do better and get a primer that is from a black owned company. Alrighty. Foundation is the Mented Stick Foundation. I'm in the shade T10. And I also have their brush. Why don't you wanna, there you go. Oh, so I forgot. I forgot I'm supposed to be chatting during this. What? Why am I like this? Why? Why? Jeez, I mean, who does this? Me, I do this. So clumsy. So clumsy. So anyway, I forgot I'm supposed to be chatting during this. I am trying to get back in the habit of putting on makeup. I haven't really worn makeup over the past couple of months because I've been working from home. Well, that is coming to an end. I have an opinion about it, but I will keep it to myself. So anyway, yeah, I will be headed back to work in less than a week and alternating a week in the office and a week out of the office so that everyone who's in my office won't all be at the office at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just figured I needed to get back in the habit of doing this because, as I said, I haven't worn much makeup over the past couple of months and I need to get it together. So here we are. And I also figured with everything that's going on, it would be awesome to highlight some black owned businesses. And if you've been here before, you know that I have many Mented items. So just showing it off. So it seems, I mean, I would be lying if I told you I watch the news like I used to, or yeah, like I used to. So I can't sit here and say that the numbers have gone down. Some people say that they have. I guess it depends on which city and county and state they're in. I personally think that the numbers could go up based off the Memorial Day antics that I did see that people were engaging in terms of going to the beach and doing things like that. So we'll see. What was my point of saying that? Oh, just that, you know, people are returning back to work, and I guess it's because they think the coast is clear. So again, we shall see. All right, now I'm going to go in with my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. As you can see, I'm almost done. I love this stuff. And it's black, obviously it's black on too, which is why we're using it. So we're gonna dab a little bit of that in. I'm going to take my Sasha Fix It setting spray and spray my Sasha blending sponge and use the damp sponge to set my foundation. Ooh, I like the spray, the way it sprays out, is good for brush dampening. And I say that because you know how sometimes you spray something out and it's really fine, and you have to spray it multiple times to get any kind of product. This sprays out kind of a little heavy, which is not bad. It's to the point where I'm like, do I even remember what my makeup routine was before all this? I had to go back and watch some of my old videos, like, wait, did I do this first or that first, or what was my process for that? And it's just funny how it's only been 2 months, and again, I'm over here acting like I've lost my whole mind. But it doesn't take much to, what am I trying to say? What did they say? It only takes 30 days to form a habit, and it's been, what, 60? So needless to say, I've kind of gotten into some bad habits the past couple of months that I will now have to rid myself of. What bad habits have you gotten into if you're working from home, or, you know, whatever, these past couple of months that you now have to break? Mine is forgetting my makeup routine. My sleep schedule is all over the place. I got to get that back under control. I've been sleeping just all kind of crazy hours. Like, I never really used to sleep when I was done with work. I would just, you know, stay awake until it was time to go to bed. And now I'm like, oh, my shift's done, I'm gonna take a nap. Who's napping at 5:30, 6 o'clock? Me. And then I'm up till 2 o'clock in the morning, mad. But I'm like, ma'am, you knew that this was a possibility when you took that nap. You have no one to be mad at but yourself. So I gotta get it together. My body next week is gonna be like, ah, what are you doing? I hate it here. Okay, so now we got the face set. The Mented foundation gives, I would say, medium coverage. As you see, I had to go in a couple of times to kind of get my acne scars under control. I'm afraid to say that right now, or lately, my skin has been doing really well. It's almost time for Flo to pay me a visit, so we will see. That's usually when she tends to act up, is when Flo comes. But as of right now, she's not here, and my skin is looking good. So we're just gonna take our W's where we can get them. And yeah, so right now my skin is looking good, but I still have some acne scars to cover. So now I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Brow Pencil Brow MVP. I'm in the shade Dark Brown, and we're going to fill in the brows. I will admit, that's one thing I do miss, is being able to get my brows taken care of. But I mean, again, I'm working from home, and the only places I've really been over the past 2 months is the occasional drive-through, the grocery store, and the liquor store. No one cares what my eyebrows look like at those 3 places. So, but now it's to the point where if I'm having to be back around people, I'm like, should I go get my eyebrows arched? Should I go get my hair done? I had an appointment to get my hair done, but I canceled it because I don't know, I just didn't feel like going. But that's the sad / funny part, is I would actually have a reason to get my hair done, because again, I'm going back to work. But I don't know, something, I moved it till later on in July. So the point is, I moved my appointment. I washed my hair yesterday and I pressed it, and I think it came out looking pretty good. I'm scared to note how long it is because I'm pretty sure I need a trim. All right, next up, I guess we're doing eyes. I'm going in with my Juvia's Place, the Nubian palette. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. This is me. That's where I live. I am gonna, should I take some, I'm gonna take a little bit of the foundation and put it on my lid as a primer. And as you can see, I have no nails. That feels weird as well. but it's also good to give my nails, my real nails, a break and let them breathe. I'd say they're pretty healthy at this point. Of course, they went through a very fragile time when the nails first come off, but yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good now. It's gonna rain. I'm taking the shade here, and this will be my transition shade. Is it too late to bronze? I don't even really bronze, but I have bronzer here. So how are you guys doing? How have you been holding up? Just with all the craziness going out in the world, just how have you been holding up? I have a vlog that I'm in the process of editing where I had an unexpected burst of emotion talking about everything. I'm wondering whether or not I'm going to edit that part out, because y'all know she don't like to get emotional just in general, let alone let other people see it. It's not what we do here. But you know, that's how I was feeling at the time. I'm gonna turn this. I don't know if the light makes it better or worse, but all I did was take that shade and go back and forth. So as you should be able to see just a little hint of color. Maybe this shade. You guys may or may not have heard of the movement. It's called Pull Up or Shut Up, I believe is the accurate name, or is it Pull Up? Maybe Pull Up or Shut Up is the hashtag, but it's Pull Up for Change. Not exactly sure. But basically it's calling on makeup brands to broadcast the number of employees or their percentages of employees that are black. Because you know how sometimes you'll see commercials or just certain things and it's just like, did y'all not have anybody black on your squad who could say, yeah, that's not a good idea, or just whatever. So they're asking people to pull up with your stats so we can know, you know, what was your count, if you will, for black people prior to, you know, being asked to showcase this information. So it's interesting because a lot of companies have, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, I've seen some companies who are putting out their stats, and it's very, like, some companies you're like, that sounds about right, and then others you're like, there's some you're shocked at because that's not what you expected, and others you're shocked at because that's what you expected. All of that to say, you know, so now people are like, oh, this brand or that brand is canceled, and da, da, da. And I'm just like, so now I just need to broaden my horizons to find other brands that are interested in showcasing, or what am I trying to say? I basically need to find more brands who are interested in more than my black dollar, that they are interested in hiring people who look like me to help bring in my black dollar. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm taking, I'm taking another fluffy brush and just buffing the outer corners. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. It's the story of my life. Just trying to figure out who do I continue to support, and trying to find more brands by people who look like me so I can support them, which is another reason why I'm doing this video. Alright, and so I'm going to use this next palette because not only is it a black owned brand, I have had this palette for longer than I like to admit, and I have not used it at all except to swatch. And it's the Mcgrath Ecstacy Sublime palette. Oop. There you go. Looks like that. I almost want to be, yeah, I think we're going to be bold today. And I'm going to take this burgundy looking, oh, is it? Yeah, we're going to take this burgundy looking shade. Oh, okay. And I know that a lot of people rave about Pat McGrath. She's just pricey. I'm like, ma'am. But hey, if it's, you know, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's a little too rich for my blood. While I am a makeup addict, I do have my limits, which is why I chose to get a $25 palette and not like the other ones that are expensive. So, are there any brands that you guys are canceling, or is there anything that you've seen or read that kind of shocked you in a good or bad way that kind of is impacting, you know, how you'll move forward or what you'll do? Curious to know about that. Okay, so we have that all over the lid. I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to take this shade here and put it on my lower lash. Oh wow, she pigmented. Look at that. I really wish I knew which lighting situation was better. Natural light or my light, or both. And I won't know until it's time to edit. Okay. That blended out pretty well. And then I'm gonna take, I'll take that one. So this is when having really short nails comes in handy, because I can do this with my fingers and not with brushes. But I do miss my nails. They are pressure washing my apartment right now outside, so hopefully it's not too loud. I'm gonna go back in with the Sasha Fix It spray to set my foundation. I actually think I want to do this. Don't judge me. I just pressed this stuff. I'm not about to let it get damp. Gotta protect the edges. Edges. Ooh, all right. You know how there are some setting sprays where they say keep, you know, keep a certain distance from your face? This is one of those. Because had I been too close with it, yeah, that would have been bad. So we're gonna let that dry. Aw, I just realized. See, this is why I'm practicing with you guys, because I am looking at all of my makeup right now, and I realize that there are two things that I would have liked to put on before I apply my setting spray, and now it's too late. Those two things are blush and highlighter. But at least I didn't put on eyeliner and mascara before I sprayed my face, because that would have been tragic. I know y'all can hear that. Probably. If you, again, they're pressure washing. And I was like, let me do my video before they start pressure washing. Nope. Timing was like, nah, B. Okay, so for highlight, I'm going in with another Mented highlighter. This is in the shade Buried Away. Now, I saw this online and it looks super pretty. And it is super pretty. However, my hands are so ashy. She is berry. She's berry. She's very berry. There we go. So, needless to say, I need to be super light-handed, because I'm already a person who doesn't, I used to wear blush a lot when I was a reporter, But now that I'm not one, I keep buying it, and I'm like, ma'am, you don't even wear blush like that. So not only do I not wear it like that, I'm also trying to not look like a child in a play. When I was little, my mom put me in a play, and my mother didn't wear a lot of makeup when I was younger, but one thing I remember distinctly was being in that play, and she was trying to, you know, put makeup on me, and she took her lipstick and put it on my cheeks. So I have that memory embedded in my brain. So now whenever I do my blush, I'm like, as long as you don't look like your mama put blush on you with her lipstick, you good. So that's the goal, is to not look like that. Oh, you want to come on? Okay. Well, I touched you accidentally, that's why you came on. All right, so that was the Mented blush. Now we're gonna go in with the Mented. They did a collab with Ashley Blaine Featherson, and this is the Season 1 Highlighter Bronzer Duo. And we're gonna take the highlighter and get that going. Ooh, yeah, she cute, she cute. This is really pretty, like most highlighters, super pretty in the sun. Which, unfortunately, it's cloudy. It's cloudy out. Does that help? Probably not. Oh, well, nope, I see you. I see you. I'm just trying to get you into the glow.